It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. He'll buy some time right. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Now a run with McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Arnold. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. To throw is Darnold. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Oh, able to avoid him. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
On the return, Tremont Smith. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're right this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold sliding out of the pocket. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Play action. It's Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25 on 2nd down, Darnold. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
That catch good for only a couple. Well, this defense for the Panthers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. Pushing his way through. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Watson. Finding room to the 20. Breaks through the contact. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Extra point by Sly. It's up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So the extra point good, and a roughing call going to move the ball out to the field.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Flush to his right. Finds the open target, Arnold. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked. And a loose football. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson, throw complete right side to Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. Now a first down throw, Watson.
He'll check this down to Johnson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the red zone now, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Danny Amendola, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because
and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They snap it, they're going for it. Here's Darnold. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later. And oh, he coughed it up! And it's picked up by the Panthers. They find some open field here. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And some nifty footwork that time. It only amounts to a couple of yards, but could have been stopped before that. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Faking the give, Darnold. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Off of play action, Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Darnold, rolling to his right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Sam Darnold taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Oh, what a grab. That's Cooks. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I thought that Brandon Cooks took over the #1 role for the Texans after DeAndre Hopkins was shipped to Arizona. And he wound up with a team-leading 81 catches in 2020. His most since 2015.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Smith to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his left. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they do finally get him at the 12. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Again, it's Watson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Brian Burns, his 2nd sack of the night. To try again after the sack. Watson looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going to go. It's Darnold. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he'll get this underneath to David Johnson.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Amendola, he was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Steps away to his left. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
But getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina.
So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Texans 17. St. Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Watson. Flushed out right. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
This one out quickly to Amendola. Fights through and now a crease. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. On 1st down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He's got Akins, the tight end. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Akins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. That is caught by Anderson. And down to the 20.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
And they'll run. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. Steps away. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Darnold. Eluding the pressure right.
Outright, here's Erickson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Freeman. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Royce Freeman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Amendola has it. Oh, some strong running. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Escaping the pressure right. That's caught. He finds Amendola again. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Watson a give. This is Johnson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return, it's Alex Erickson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before. Because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 9. Play action. It's Darnold.
He'll get this complete to Erickson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Here's Darnold. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They'll get 34 yards there. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Faking the give, Darnold. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. There he goes, right side. 20, 10, and they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. Given 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's Smith to return it. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Running from the gun, Johnson.
Prime time, baby.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. David Johnson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 24. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
From the 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Laramie Tunsil, Pro Bowl tackle, called for the infraction. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing now, Watson. They'll complete this one to Collins. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Darnold, flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it, and he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. One last throw now for Darnold, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell, and he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.